Up to fourth.
Yeah.
Got to be happy with that.
I'm happy, yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be so good. Of course, a little bit lucky with the two cars crashing at the end. That helped me out. But the pace was good. You know, at the end of the first stint on the hards, as soon as Alex got out of my way, the pace was amazing, and I could get my head down and crack on. But yeah, no, I mean, a good result for us as a team, and Oscar winning. I'm even happier for McLaren to be on top in the constructors. Is the first time in many years. So to play a part in that is also amazing.
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
10 years.
So when the team told you to slow down a bit to help your teammate, was that difficult to do because that could have played negatively for your own chase?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, at that point I was still kind of stuck behind Alex, so I couldn't do a lot. I didn't slow down. I just saved my tires a little bit more. You know, I just had to call them. They're overheating a little bit, you know. So it allowed Oscar to stay ahead and potentially get him the win today. So I'm happy I helped him out. I played a small part in that, and for us as a team, that's what we're here to do. So I don't think it cost me. It's always impossible to know. I got stuck behind Alex for the 15 laps more after that, so I don't think that changed the outcome, but it changed the outcome for Oscar, and that was the most important thing. That was my job out there today, was to help Oscar out, and to come away with a first and a fourth was perfect.
Obviously, a great drive today, that goes without saying, but just explain to the viewers at home, they don't understand when you're stuck behind Albon, you're on the hard tyre, you can see the free air just ahead of him. How tricky is that as a driver to stay close, but not too close to make sure you have the tyres at the end?
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest question we had today, was how well would the hard last, because the tyres are grading a lot in practice on Friday, so especially when you're behind at the beginning, you're always in dirty air, you can destroy the tyres a lot quicker, they overheat, they slide, they grain. So to know how much to push, to get past guys, to know how much to save, that when you have clean air you can then push, that's the driver's job, to kind of manage these things, and I think it's probably one of my strengths in Formula 1 at the minute, and all year has been my race pace and how I can manage the tyres. Not normally is my strength not graining the tyres, that's normally like my weakness, I grain them like hell. But today I did a good job, and that kind of saved my race, that as soon as Alex got out of the way, I could actually pull away from Max, I could pull away from George behind, who are on much fresher tyres. That allowed me to box ahead and get Max again after the pit stop.
Now, I know you don't like talking about the Drivers' Championship. 59 points is the difference now, with 7 Grand Prix and 3 sprint to go. But I'm not going to ask you a question about that. I'm just going to ask you about how significant it was to get that move on Max at the end there, and how you're feeling going into Singapore, because that should be a track that suits you, and perhaps not so much so the Red Bull.
Yeah, I think, I mean, coming into these 3 races we've got now, so Monza here and Singapore, we knew our main contenders would be Ferrari. They've been our strongest competition lately. They've been between Carlos and Charles. They've been 2 guys who have been performing well and putting us under pressure. So, especially with Charles's pole positions and his race win last weekend, they give him a good boost. But they're performing well, and they seem like our closest competition at the minute. So, from a constructor point of view, we're probably more worried about Ferrari than we are about Red Bull. So we know Ferrari are going to be good next weekend. But like Oscar showed today, and I think like I showed today, our car works well everywhere. We're good in the high speed, we're good in medium speed. I think we feel like we struggle more so in the slow speed, like here in Baku. But clearly we're still at the quickest car today, and that's a nice surprise for us and a good confidence booster.
So you can leave here with a big smile on your face and look forward to